Hello, everyone. Thanks for logging on to CBSColorado.com. Time now for a few extra minutes with head coach of Denver Summit FC, Nick Cushing, kind enough to take time and join us before the big season, before preseason, the inaugural season. What does that feel like to know that you guys, right, wrong, or indifferent, you're making your own history? There's no regime before you. This is your blank slate that you get to create your own story.
It's really exciting. It's a responsibility that we have to take serious because this season will live forever, right? It's a season of firsts. We will have a first home opener, we will have a first goal scorer, we will have a first win, and we have to celebrate those. But it's really important that we deliver a team that reflects the energy and the enthusiasm that this state and our people have.
That's incredible, I guess. I never thought about all of these first. How do you balance that with what I can tell is certainly a very high standard, a very competitive nature, but how do you balance not forgetting to celebrate those along the way?
Yeah, I think we have to make sure that we celebrate the small things. It's difficult for me as a coach because you're always looking at the next game, right? You enjoy the wins for 5 minutes after the game, and then you're on to the next. But yeah, as my role as head coach is to lead the team and to make sure that we do enjoy those small moments.
As a coach, you're responsible for creating a culture. And what is your culture? What does culture mean to you?
I think there has to be an element of winning in there. There has to be an element of ambition and hunger in there. But at the same time, the culture has to reflect the people that we have in our stadium, right? So we have to play for our people, so we have to play for each other. I think a great culture has elements of real leadership within the group, not just me. It has elements of communication throughout the group, not just me standing at the front dictating. We have to look after our people. Wellness is really important to me. You play your best when you feel good. And you have to be connected to the vision, right? You have to be connected to the vision of the team, of the ownership, which is ultimately to play attacking football and to create a winning team.
You mentioned attacking football, so what kind of style of play can we expect?
Yeah, I mean, I was 20 years at Manchester City and was fortunate enough to work with Pep Guardiola, and there is a possession element to the way that I want to play. But my time in MLS shaped the way that I see the game. We are in a salary cap league, and that means that you have to lend your style to the roster that you have. We will play forwards, we will attack the game, we will create a lot of fast attacking football, we will get a lot of numbers in the box, and I want to create chances. I think if you create consistent chances, you win games, but you also entertain the fans that are in the stadium if you create chances.
I was going to say, that's an exciting brand of soccer to watch. What has been your initial impression of this Colorado fan base?
Hugely inspiring. The energy, the enthusiasm of people just wanting to buy tickets and wanting to watch us and support us has been incredible. But I've also had some opportunity to go out to some fan events and spend some time with supporters, and yeah, the passion and you can see the likes of Lindsay Heaps, Janine Sonis, Ali Brazier, they've been developed within this state. So we're going to have a real connection with our team here. It's very unique what we've got. We've got homegrown players in our team, and I'm not so sure any other NWSL team has that.
Can you talk to me a little bit about that? Because that felt like it was an emphasis to kind of get some of these Colorado-grown talent, and the community's certainly taken to that, but why was that important to you?
Well, I think first and foremost, they're the best players, so that helps. I'm really lucky that I'm working in a state that has created a lot of the US women's national teams, players, the talent, so that was important. You can win if you've got good players, but also to have a connection for younger players, boys and girls, to come to the stadium and see people like themselves, right, from the state that have played at Colorado Rush and Real Colorado and other teams within that state, really builds a bond and a connection between fans and club. And where I'm from in England, that is the aim, really, is to create your own players. You look at the likes of Phil Foden at Manchester City, Wayne Rooney, my team Everton. The fans really gravitate towards those homegrown players, and we're really lucky that we have that here.
When you were at Man City, I think I read you won 72% of the games, the matches. So what is the key to have such consistent winning and success?
I think it's having winners in your team. I think it's having players that have the mentality to absorb the difficult moments and move forwards whilst always wanting to chase the next win. I think I was really lucky at Manchester City. I had Carly Lloyd, I had Steph Horton, I had Jill Scott. These are players that make your job as a head coach really easy.
Is it Manchester City? I said Man City, that's incorrect. See, I got to learn my lingo.
No, Man City is good.
That's okay?
Man City is good, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
okay. One of those homegrown players, Ali Watts, was your first signee. I don't know if that was just logistics or not, but why was she kind of one of the first players you went after?
I think that was on Ali. I think she had a real passion and a hunger to come back and play in Colorado. When the team was established and the expansion was granted, she made it really clear that this is where she wanted to play and she wanted to come home. And when someone like Ali comes to you and says that she wants to play here, that makes your recruiting job really simple. She had an incredible year last year for Orlando, so we were really keen once we knew that she had a desire to come here to make that trade happen, work with Orlando, and we made it happen really quickly.
We talked a little bit about culture, and as a coach and you're putting together this team, what are your non-negotiables you have to have?
Yeah, I think that's really interesting because we discussed that as a team. I think there is an element of building culture with the team and allowing the team to shape the identity that they want. But as the head coach, you have to have your non-negotiables. Things like timekeeping are critical to me. The way you react to disappointment, whether it's not being selected, not being in the game for the amount of time you want to be in, not being in the position, how you react to that is really important to me because I think the best teams can absorb the difficult moments and move forwards. So those things are really critical. And then being a professional team. What I want from our fans is not only to see a team that can play good soccer, but also looks like a team that they want to play in and they want to support. So they're the things for me that I think are the traits and the identity of a winning team.
Well, Coach, we are so excited. Cannot wait. The inaugural season, it's almost here. We can feel it. We can taste it. Thank you for taking the time tonight. It's been such an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.